Okay, Lori and everybody else, here's some video of my layout as planned. Maybe you can get, as I pan around, you can get an idea of how the shadow boxes look. I have skirting that my mom made that goes, you can see the boxes peeking out there from behind, but the skirting helps the illusion of basically focusing on the shadow box. They're all black, the skirting's black, so your eyes kind of focus, on the scene. And I'll try and navigate my garage without getting killed here. Got the stock cars fairly weathered out. It's my one battery powered loco, more soon to follow. So basically, they enter and exit each box, and the trick is to try and hide the openings. So here I installed like a hay barn that's not quite finished. Okay, panning over to the next box. This is the L-shaped corner that I wanted just a big trestle in this scene. Have a lot of the Jack Work style pine trees in here. And on the later ones I used, I don't know if I can show a close-up, that one there, I used grout for bark. And instead of roughing up the trunks with a razor saw, these are all done with grout and then dry brushed. Alright, so we exit here, and the next box is, I gotta backtrack here. Jesus. Alright, so next box enters here. Handmade aspens that I've put photos on this group site before. And close up. I like how they break up the green. You get a nice bright streak of color. And no surprise here, a lot of drop bottom gonds. Weathered out boxcar. For some reason, when I have open houses, this is the biggest attraction, the pond with the beaver lodge, I guess you'd call it. More stock cars. A lot of the static grass applied with the static applicator worked out pretty well. You've got a tree that the beavers cut down. One beaver there bringing a log back to the den, and it exits. Okay, so here's basically how I made the boxes. You can see that I use pine and poplar. It's a basic just a basic box with cross bracing. There's the corner posts. And then I nailed on masonite. Now the only mistake I made is here. You can see that that valance 45 degrees back into the box, and it tends to block some of the lighting right down front. right down in here. Whereas back there it's welded. So when I redo the boxes, I'm going to reverse that bevel and have this piece, the valance, come out towards the viewer, and that way it won't hide any light. But here's my Y. That I do have it wired up for reverse polarity and all that, but now I don't need it with batteries. And industry back there that was siding that was going to be for industries. We've got the York Bordello. And again, let me see if I can navigate. Yeah. And my daughter's junk. Here's a Downtown Deco kit that I added some granite details up at the top, lintels and stuff to make it look, it was pretty plain, and I dressed it up. Just something you can do with a few detail parts. Got the old faded looking signs on here. A few more. Here's the York Bordello. Followed his coloring instructions, which were really nice. And, made a nice kit. Again, the Y. You see some of the framing. It's just a basic box with enough vertical bracing and cross bracing that it won't rack and twist as you, there's my light setup, as you move it about. Okay, this is just no man's land. Crosses out of that box, past the water heater here, and then comes into the station scene. And here I have two oil tanks hiding the opening. My siding for my Gramps tank cars. This one weathered up a bit. Same here. And this one's one of the San Juan offerings. These are frameless, and this is the frame tank car. Rags to Riches Depot, Crystal River water tank. And I was going to make a cross piece here. There was going to be an end on this shadow box and another opening, but then I decided to just leave it open, but have the cross braces still here in front, right here. So basically it's just a couple inches of obstruction as you follow your train around. And then this is just a box that hasn't been developed yet. There's a lot of siding too. There's going to be some switching, you know, so for people who like to switch, there'll be opportunities here. For people who like to run, you can just run trains. This Peninsula with the Downtown Deco kit here, you can see where it ends right there, but it was going to come another 8 feet out to here, and then I would still have 4 feet of aisle width. So if I wanted to, I could expand that another 8 feet, but now that I'm going to rearrange this, that's been shelved. So anyway, that's a down and dirty look. Especially dirty. The table saw is right behind that box you're looking at now. And despite the fact that the back of the box butts up against the table saw, a lot of dust and sawdust still finds its way over and down in. And that's another reason to redo everything. The table saw is going to be mounted on a moving bench, and it can be taken out of the garage and out on the driveway when I want to saw stuff. And I need to drastically cut down on the dust in this layout. So anyway, there you go. Going up on YouTube.